Hey, this is Wolf from Armory Terrain, and today I'm going to take part in the monthly Go Prop Yourself challenge run by the Prop Tarts of Punished Props. And for this month's build, the challenge is a cheap Star Wars weapon or prop. So many people are building lightsabers and pistols and even helmets. But what calls out to me is the Sand People, that's the Tusken Raiders, gaffy stick. You know, the thing that they swing and hit Luke with at the start of A New Hope? Yeah, one of those. So my build materials for it, 2 pieces of PVC pipe, one obviously a lot smaller than the other. The blue piece cost me $1 from Reverse Garbage. I think the other piece was $2.30 from Bunnings. I'm also going to be using some nice dense foam off cup that I bought for $1.05 from Reverse Garbage. It's just very nice dense foam, so I'm going to be making blades out of it. And then for the rest of the build, I'm going to use some offcuts. What sort of price can you put on this? Well, it's junk, so I'm not going to put any price on that because it's just offcuts that were otherwise destined for the bin. In addition, the normal stuff, I'll be using a little bit of masking tape to be able to fit one pipe inside the other, and some paint and latex, and of course glue. Right, now to get started. Once I cut the pipe down to the length I wanted, since the overall length of the gaffy stick is 1.2 meters or 4 feet, I bent the larger pipe, and because it's for cosplay and not for LARP or for hitting people with, I didn't mind too much that I had to flatten this out to bend it. I have reinforced it a little bit with electrical tape, but that's more to make sure there's no sharp corners than anything else. Once I glue the foam in, it'll have a nice gentle curve on the inside and on the outside. I then cut this one down to size as well and put the blades on the end. First thing I did though was cut a template for the blades out of a piece of pizza box, and I glued these on with contact adhesive, and these 2 pieces just slot together. It's a bit of a tight fit, but they'll go together right at the end because the bladed mace part is silver or metallic and the rest of it is a brown color, because when they built the original prop, this part here was a Maori war club made out of a root of a plant to smash people's heads in, and the rest of it they fabricated on site. So that will glue in there, and then it'll be the right height for me to hang on to above my head and go whoa, 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 or whatever the sound was. So that's that part of the construction done. I've also cut and glued together a number or 4 pieces of floor tile using a wooden coaster as a template, and the next step now is to sand these down so they're flat on the edge, and then I'm going to add teeth to them to look like a gear cog. Then drill a hole through the center and attach it onto here. Then it's just a matter of building up the rest of this with foam and then putting the spike on the end of this. And then I should have a convention safe gaffy stick that will look okay and have cost, including paint and glue, under $15. Now you'll see that the blades of the mace part have been attached with contact adhesive. I will be going over that soon with hot glue to give the illusion of welds down the side, since each and every gaffy stick is made by its user and they're all unique. Well, I'm almost finished the build and my gaffy stick looks like this. So I have a nice stabbing point on this end along with the flanges. As you can see, I've added the hot glue to make it look like welds in between, and at the club end I have what I hope looks like a gear cog plus another spike. So you can either smash the head in that way or penetrate the helmet that way. Now most people would be fairly happy to have it as is and just paint it, but I've decided I don't really like the texture of the PVC pipe. So I think I'm going to add some paper mache on the section that's timber or timberish and just give it a bit of texture up and around the corner. I'm going to leave the cog nice and smooth, and also this mace head, which I still haven't glued in because it's being sprayed silver while the rest of it's getting a dark brown wash. Well, here I am at the end of the Go Prop Yourself Star Wars Cheap Prop Challenge, and I have a gaffy stick. Happy days. Now they say every gaffy stick is unique to its owner, which is good because this is not quite screen accurate, but I do believe that it's come up quite nicely for what it is. Will I add more paint to this later? Possibly. Do a little bit of rusting and weathering, and maybe even make the gear cog look slightly more metallic. But for now, I do believe that this is good to go. So this is my Go Prop Yourself entry for the under $15 Star Wars prop, and this is Wolf from Unretrained saying, go out and make something.